RNC national spokesperson Madison Gesiotto Gilbert is here now. Madison, thanks for joining us early after a late night. Hope you got some hot coffee in you this morning. Let me just start with Chris Christie. You know, with respect to the former governor, he's not going to clinch the primary, but I thought he had some great moments last night, some smart moments. It seemed like he knew what his role was, and he brought justice to that role. But as it pertains to his comments on Trump, will voters in Iowa and New Hampshire, where he's performing best, by the way, be moved at all by his anti-Trump rhetoric and campaign?
Well, I think every single voter in every state across the country is going to have to decide who they're going to vote for in that primary and, of course, who they're going to vote for in the general. One of the things I continue to talk about is how many people are tuning into these debates that aren't necessarily Republican primary voters. These are the people I'm most interested in. These are the people we want to sway next November. Independents, Democrats that are disenfranchised by the Democratic Party that maybe voted for Biden in 2020 but don't like the way their life has been going for the past 2.5, almost 3 years. I think it was very interesting to see the different candidate strategies last night in the debate, as well as those prior 3 debates. It was obviously great also to have less candidates on the stage and be able to really hear more policy and, of course, that Republican vision through our candidates.
Yeah, I think there's an argument to be made that a smaller stage gave those candidates some more oxygen and more time to flesh out where they stand. But do have to mention and point out, as everybody knows, President Trump didn't show up for the first 4 debates. The numbers show, Madison, he obviously didn't need to be there. But does the RNC wish he had been, for party's sake, for viewers' sake, to talk issues, to deliver some of his on-brand zingers, not even to make a contrast with the candidates on that stage for a long shot, but to make a contrast maybe against President Biden, whose mental acuity has been front and center as of late?
Well, as we know, the president's going to make that contrast regardless of whether he's at the debate. I've known the president for a decade now. I would have loved to have seen him at any of the debates or all of the debates. He made the decision with his team that wasn't what's best for his strategy, and that's okay. But going forward, if he's the nominee or if anybody else is the nominee, as a party, we are equipped and ready to make sure that they get across that finish line in November, beat Biden, and then, of course, on top of that, help us raise the ticket. We want to take back the Senate. We want to expand that House majority. It's very important for us to be able to get things accomplished post-January 2025.
Right. Well, Madison, thank you so much for your time this morning, and we'll be talking to you soon, I imagine, ahead of the Iowa caucuses. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.